And Susan Belport is asking if groups of students can be put in. To my knowledge, no. We can investigate that, but it is individually that you're putting these permits in for. And then Juan was asking, he's saying several students reported they need permits for classes. So I would encourage you to investigate that further to make sure they're getting the instructor permit needed, because students are getting confused. There are quite a few students that have a hold with the Wellness Center, which is an immunization hold, which is holding them back from getting into courses. And so it's telling them that the student is restricted. It's not saying instructor permit, it's saying student restricted. So if you can get names of people that are having permit issues for classes that shouldn't have them, let us know and we can investigate those. But my suspicion is this is more to do with the Wellness Center immunization hold.
Well, to clarify my question, I have students that are trying to sign up for 4 classes. They're able to get into 2 classes, but then there's 2 other classes where they are not able to get permitted. So would this restriction take effect for some classes and not other classes?
Yes, if they have an immunization hold. So they might have registered for online classes, which would not require immunization. So if the other classes they registered for were that could be the problem. Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So they wanted to know, when you enter the PID, Ainsley, do you have to have a dash?
No, you do not. You can just type in the PID and then the number, and you should be good. Of course, that PID doesn't exist. That was just a guess. But yeah, you don't need a dash at all. You just need the PID and then the 6 digits all together, no spaces.
And Dr. Faust said if they have issues they can't figure out, who should they contact?
That's a good question. So I would say that depends on the issue, really. If it's one like this, like if it's instructor approval, then that would go to the instructor of record for that course that's permit only. If they have login issues, like they can't log into Banner and that's getting tough, then I would suggest they contact IT to try to find a way to resolve that. That would be my biggest suggestions there. Carol, can you think?
I would say, this is Trish Poshus. I would say for Chaz, if your department admin can't help, then you can contact me and then I can try to answer the question. If not, I can find somebody who can.
Hey, can we look up CRNs on there so we know what the course number is? Is that what the CRN is?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can you look that up, or where do you get that if you don't know it?
So for that, I would recommend for this here, you would need to have that beforehand. If you want to look it up, let me show you what that looks like. So there is a form, well, more like a query, really, a report, called Schedule Section Query, okay? And this is what you type into it, SSASECQ, and you would need to type in the term here, and then I would recommend, if you're thinking, all right, it's like going to be Chem 420, like you know the subject and you know the course number, then that will be really helpful. So if we do that here, so, oh, put that backwards. If we did subject, so Chem, and then where it says add another field here, click down, and we want to look for course, and we click go. Right here it will pull up for you. So this is one way to do it, okay? I believe this is going to be part of your access as well. But let's say you can't do that, time's tight. Then if you do go back to this form, you can try it this way. I would recommend not doing it, but I'm going to show you just because I think it's important you're aware. we go back into the same permit override screen. You could not have the CRN, and you could just type in the subject, the number, and the section number, if you knew the section number. So you would need to know those details for that specific course.
So Jean had asked, if a student tries to register for the course that needs a permit, does the system forward their request to the department? And so the answer to that is no, it does not. But the faculty member's name is listed on the course, or they would just have to contact the department. So the answer to your question is, if you've assigned a faculty member, their name would be there for the student to email to ask for the permit, or the student would need to know that they need to contact the department for a permit.
Is there a formal process in place for a student to, say you're working with, like I work with business students, graduates, but say our undergraduate advisors working with a student, they need a permit for a math class or an English class. Student has to go just kind of go over there and try to contact the department themselves, or is there a process?
No, so there isn't. Yeah, it's up to the student to navigate that, Jean. So I would assume in advising, they would want to make sure the student knows who to contact or what department that belongs to.
Okay, thanks, Carol.
And then let's see, Arlene is asking, once we enter a permit, is there a way to just enter a new ID? So if you wanted to do it for the next student, Ainsley, what's the fastest way to do it for the next student?
Yes, I will show you. So yeah, fastest way to do that, if you actually, after you save for the first student, if you just click start over, it's going to take you back to the screen, and then you just type in the next ID here. You'll know it'll work if you don't get the red and you see this area update. And then of course, same term I would be assuming, and you click go. And then this, they're saying students not signed up for any of the courses. And then you just put the permit here, same exact thing.
Ainsley, this is Brianna. I believe for the CRN, so only the dean's admins at this point have access to the SOSECT query form.
Okay.
And so, but in this, actually, if you put instructor here in the permit and then tab, the 3 dots there allow you to look up CRNs. So if you click on that, then you can look up what courses you're trying to find. So if you're trying to search for a section,
I'll just take them to this.
and then you could do it based off of subject code or other information.
Great, thank you.
Oh, this is great, Brandon. Thank you. So this you can disregard. I'm just clicking around. But if you wanted to do, like, if you had a course that was a full term, then you could just click the 3 dots, full term there. And then, yeah, if we wanted to do chem, and we could just click in here too and see all these pop up. AIM, for instance, things of that nature. And you need to click it, and you could also see if you want more subject codes or not. So like if you want to see 30 instead of 20, and it'll make it longer for you. So we could even search here. And there we go. Chemistry. Okay. And if we did 420 in section 001, that's great. See, Banner is learning as you go. There you go.
One of the other things that I'm seeing, Brianna, and maybe you have a resolve for them, but some folks are saying they're going in through LogMeIn. That's one thing you need to know is this system is not like self-service Banner that you can do from home. This actually needs to go in through your LogMeIn, or you need to be on campus to get in here. So, but some folks are saying that the link isn't working, Brianna, and I don't know if that means they haven't gotten their permissions yet, or maybe they're not set up yet.
So in the directions that I sent out, and please let me know if you need them again. I'm more than happy to send them out. It does have some screenshots to tell you how to navigate through if you're off campus, through Log Me In, if you're on campus, through the website. So this link is the information systems page with Fort Collins. These are the links that you will click on. So once you're in Log Me In or you're on campus, you would navigate to the information systems page. So once you're on the information systems page, under banner 9 admin pages, click on Prod Application Navigator. That will take you to a login screen, and that's where you use your net ID and password to log in to production.
Brianna, is that
Yes,
the main page that we've been using? That link that
it is.
Okay, I can show them. For those who are visual learners, this is the way, and Brianna, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, you're doing good.
Perfect. Okay, so this is that link, and then you would click this one here, Prod Application Navigator, and then it redirects. Now I'm already logged in, so it already did that for me. But when you log in, then like Brianna had mentioned, it's going to have you follow certain steps to get to this page.
If you are on campus, you would just click the information systems link from whatever web browser you're using and then navigate to that prod link. And like Carol said, we're hoping to get that link in for those who have access to the admin pages, so the banner administrative pages, get this link into your PODS account at the same place that the SSB link is.
All right, folks. So if you have additional questions, please contact us. We are putting all this material as well. There will be a PDF as well as the Zoom session from today in your Blackboard sessions. And you should have all been assigned so you can get into this application to be able to see this material. Let us know if you're having issues. Well, thank you guys for joining us today, and hopefully happy permitting to you all.